What's going on? It's Dream Team Podcast. I'm here with
Deshaun.
And we have a special guest today. He is a musician. He's a Twitch streamer. He's a pilot. Or was a pilot.
Yes. Well, what's up, guys? My name is Brandon Micheal. It's a pleasure to be on the podcast. I'm looking forward to answering all your questions and dabbling into different topics and exploring my story and maybe hopefully we can explore your guys' story as well. So definitely looking forward to seeing how this goes, man. And I'm very happy to be on here. I'm from New Jersey, United States.
Yep. So
born and raised. I am like G-Man said, I am a musician and a producer. Also dabble in different things too. But yeah.
All right, Deshaun.
So first question I want to ask you is, how did you get in, or like how did you know that you wanted to be a Twitch streamer?
That's a great question. So I really didn't know that I wanted to be a Twitch streamer. To be honest, it was kind of just a last kind of ditch thing that I did just for myself. I wasn't expecting anybody to join or be a part of it. It was just kind of for myself, which is, you know, just kind of that's how that went. Me and my fiance at the time split up, and I had to go through a part of a relationship, and that was my outlet. So I jumped right into Twitch and just started streaming, and it also gave me a motivation to complete games. I feel like before I was streaming, I was just just playing games and not completing them, right? So once I started streaming, it kind of gave me a motivation to complete games, because it's like, oh, it's up there, you can see it, see the progress, and yeah, that's kind of how I got into Twitch streaming. It wasn't kind of a thing where I was just like, oh, I'm gonna become a Twitch streamer. It was just I just started doing it.
It just kind of happened, yeah.
Yeah, it just happened.
So, that's really real, because you see all these people, oh, do it for money, do it for this. Now you're just like, I just do it to do it.
Especially the money part, for sure.
Yeah. No, when I got into it, my mindset was not, God, it wasn't even money, because I don't know, my mind just wasn't on that. It was more or less just having a good time and playing games that I played when I was a kid, whether it's, you know, Super Mario World, or playing emulation, you know, play like on PS1, PS2, and so on and so forth. So just trying to relive childhood memories,
trying to get that nostalgia back.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, hell yeah.
So did you have anybody that you watched or like gained motivation from when you're starting?
So prior to the whole Twitch streaming, I was a big Call of Duty player. And me and my buddy would just play zombies like 24/7. Being on multiplayer, we played Cold War like crazy, especially when COVID hit. That's all we did.
Yeah.
But diving back deeper into my early gaming history, Call of Duty was always like home for me in a sense. God, World at War, coming home, getting online, getting into that first map, and just feeling that, you know. And next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. You have school in the morning. Your parents are screaming at you to go to sleep, and your boys are like, "Dude, you can't leave us." You
Play
know,
one more game.
Yeah. So those types of experiences, like, I'm able to relive that now because of, you know, I've been given opportunities to play with great people.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Like, I remember those days where I had to be like, my mom come in and be like, "You still up?" Be like, "Yeah." I try to play it off, turn the lights off, turn everything off. But
You just
it's
run.
better like at night. I feel like when you play at nighttime, it's like something about it, and it just brings like a livelihood out of you. It makes you want to try harder. You can focus more. At least for me, because if I play in the morning, I'm kind of still like sluggish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me now, like, I don't know, like, I'm kind of a vamp, so I kind of just come. I just kind of just float around. But like when I was younger, I mean, everyone had, school activities and everything. So like, I really wasn't playing until I came home from playing with my friends, and it was nighttime. The lights came on, and my ass had to be home, or else I wasn't I wasn't being able to play.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I feel like a lot of people's bread and butter is Call of Duty.
Honestly, yeah, 'cause I think that was the first game I had on my PlayStation 3. I think was like Call of Duty.
First COD I played was Modern Warfare 2, and that
Played
kind of
number 3.
Oh god.
What's wrong with 3?
So
Three's
the
not
first-
bad,
the-
but 2's the best
the-
one in my opinion.
the first Call of Duty that I played was Call of Duty 3, and that was a crazy experience. But the first game that I ever played as a child was Super Mario World.
I feel like that's a lot of people's first game. Mine was Halo 3.
Out of all the games, what is
Yeah, mine was Halo 3. But yeah, Mario is such a known figure, and he's been a while he's been here for a while, and like everybody's played him. Like even I remember my dad, who's like 50 something, he played it when he was young in the 80s or 70s and shit. So it's been around for a while, and
For
it's
me,
kid friendly too.
it was Super Mario and Super Metroid. I don't know why, but when I was a kid, anything that had super in it, I was attracted to.
Dragon
It
Ball
was
Super.
it was like I don't know what it was, dude. Like, and what's crazy is that Dragon Ball Z started doing that, where it was like super, or
Super
like,
Sparking or Sparking Super or
or,
something.
yeah, or they started having like even like Budokai Tenkaichi, like just the name would attract me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'd be like,
right?
that sounds awesome. Like I
Sounds
want to
badass.
play that.
Yeah, definitely. The name hooks you. Sometimes.
I used to go to GameStop
Oh, gosh.
and go online. This is back in the day. And go online. I'll never forget the Modern Warfare 2 drop, dude. There was a line outside of the mall.
I have
And you know
no
what,
doubt.
dude? You will never see that again.
Oh, of course not, because of all the digital stuff now. They just buy it online.
And that kind of
Yeah.
kills the mood, though. It's like you don't get that same thing that you did back in the day when you stand out like outside trying to get the game first or make sure the copies don't sell out. Everything's just digital now.
Looking at the case at the back, reading it, being
That
excited.
too,
Yeah,
being excited
you know.
to get ready, like go home and play it. Like you don't get that anymore.
No.
There's just something about the physical aspect that makes it real. And,
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
think Blockbuster ties a big part in my life with that. My mom was a Blockbuster manager, and I would come home from school, ride my skateboard to Blockbuster, and just hang out and read the backs of everything.
Yeah.
So, and when I was a kid, I was such a sponge. Like I just wanted to learn everything, right?
Mhm.
And I would just sit in the store, dude, and I would just read everything, and I would pick whatever things I want. My mom, it's crazy, dude. In Blockbuster, they had a bottom shelf with all the 2 weeks to prior release games, and I would be able to pick whatever I wanted to. So me and my friends were playing games before they were even put on the Blockbuster shelves.
You had the hookup.
Yeah, I had the hookup, dude. So like we were playing like when the first WWE SmackDown came out,
Oh god.
and everyone was going nuts, right? For that
Yeah.
whole WWE scene at the time. It was awesome. And dude, we've so many hours just playing that with my friends.
I feel like a lot of like parents nowadays, they want because a lot of women, they don't play and stay at home, they go out, but a lot of guys nowadays, they stay in and play games, and that's the equivalent of us hanging out in real life.
Yeah, if you can't.
It's not
real
as
life, it's over to the
yeah.
game, basically.
Yeah. So
You got
that's
friends
how
all
I
over.
feel anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, but we are seeing more girls on games now.
Oh yeah,
Think about it.
definitely. And it's not for
Way more girls
Yeah.
are gaming now.
way
for
more
sure.
women who never mind. But yeah, a lot more women who are playing. Some of them are good. So I saw this one chick beat Elden Ring.
She beat it?
Not she beat it she did RO1 Priz. That's beating it at level 1. I did that and Priz did that.
It's definitely
DLC.
definitely a huge shift in culture,
Mhm.
and I think it's also because you have to, like what you just asked me from the start of the podcast, you know, like how'd you get into Twitch streaming? You know, it's crazy. Money wasn't your objective. A lot of these females and a lot of women, a lot of these women, they already know the monetary value that comes with it, right?
Mhm.
If you're an attractive looking woman and you're streaming, you already have an advantage.
Oh yeah, they're using that
Yep.
suit like way to their advantage.
And that's how they're able to like influx the system and get what they want. And sadly, it is a majority. It is a majority, but we do have those nerdy girls that are some serious down hardcore gamers, and I could get down with that. I know any guy could, you know.
Definitely.
But for the girls that are just out there, just like flaunting it, making money, and like putting on this like fake reality for other guys to like absorb, I don't agree with it. It's kind of ruining content.
Yeah, because they're like basically abusing it. It's like, oh, I'm a pretty girl. Let me show my face, put some makeup on, show a little bit of cleavage or something here, and just start gaming. People are not really worried about them gaming. It's about them.
Yeah. It's about what they show. Like, I promise
Or you have weird VTubers.
Yeah, that too.
Very provocative VTube models that do weird shit. I mean, I don't know, man.
Like, I promise you, like, to the cleavage thing, no one's watching Amaranth for her personality.
No.
No one's watching her for her personality. I'm not gonna shit talk her,
but they know it makes money, so they're gonna keep doing it.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think that's a joke. Like I said in a few episodes earlier, I think it's a joke how you can get a construction worker who works every day of the year who won't make shit, and you got a girl who shakes her ass on camera who makes millions and millions off of that one little ass shake. Like, I think that's a joke in my opinion.
It completely is, and like I said, it's influxing the whole freaking market, dude. So like, you know, you have these below average streamers that are attractive looking above streamers that are actually putting in the work.
Putting in the work and appreciate the art of streaming, not just doing it for the money. Appreciate the community.
Or they're bringing games to the community that the community hasn't seen much of, like a lot of indie games, a lot of,
especially those.
You know, that's what I'm all about too. I really want to start implementing a lot of games that are from like one person developers, like just people who are no-named, you know. Let me play their game and get their game out there. If it's good, well, great.
Yeah, let's get y'all paid. Yeah,
exactly.
Especially, I just feel like you could have a really good game, but the more popular game is going to win. Popular game could be bad. You know what I mean?
But it's just the name is out there.
Like, I promise you, no matter what.
For example, take for example, No Man's Sky. All right, came out in I think 2016. The drop sold a huge amount of copies, but it was a crap game. It was unfinished when they dropped it. Whatever. But now look at it.
Yeah.
Right. It is insane, and they have just expanded their small group of developers. I mean, I think it was only a team of like 4 or 6 people, dude, when they dropped that.
Oh wow!
And the guy was on TV talking about you know, oh, you got trillion planets and blah 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 blah, because no one's ever done it before.
Yeah.
Because it was procedural generation. It was like the first AI that came out that could procedurally generate, and they used it. But it was a team of like 6 people, and now look at them, dude. Their new game, their new game looks amazing. I forget the name of it, but it looks amazing.
I wonder, what is their new game?
Maybe look up Hello Games and Hello Games new game.
Hello Games.
It looks great. It's like Valheim.
Oh, Light No Fire.
Yes.
Yeah, Light No Fire. Okay, we'll definitely check that out in a second.
Definitely.
Like, we've never seen something that big before. Know what I mean?
No, and not from a group of people.
Yeah, not from a handful of people. Like, I think it's really how smart the person is, not how many people. I think it's about smart people, not a lot of people.
Basically,
if you get a bunch of dumbasses in a room, you're not gonna come up with much. You get a one genius, he'll come up with a bunch. Know what I mean?
Or you get a person who's passionate.
Exactly. That's another best. Another good.
Passion. You need passion. Like, you need something to actually make you want to do the work instead of just.
Yeah.
You gotta have that inspiration, that drive in you, and you can't ever let it go. Even though it's really hard. It's hard to keep the drive. It's easy to let it go.
Especially like when you're not getting the results you want, that shit could really like take you down. But you gotta always believe in yourself. Make sure that like, okay, you want to do this. You got a reason to do this. Don't give up on it, even though you're not seeing the results you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I call it grabbing from the fire. You gotta grab from the fire. Yeah. Whatever like pisses you off, makes you mad, fucking infuriates you, use that. Yeah. Use it. Learn how to transmute that energy into what you want to accomplish.
Exactly.
And when you start grabbing from the fire, dude, you'll inspire people, and people will see that, you know? And there is games that have had that inspiration where you're just like, wow, you know, Skyrim.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, freaking Oblivion. Wow. You know, or like that was just 2 examples, but there's other examples too, like Cyberpunk when it was completely updated and how it is right now.
It's so good right now. Yeah.
It's such a good
people
game.
used to shit on it.
You know, that's because you had a lot of people with a lot of passion that really loved what they were doing, that wanted to show people what they had.
Because didn't Cyberpunk have the worst release ever?
It did.
Yes, just like No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Those are two companies that literally started from the bottom, and now we're here.
I never played No Man's Sky, so I can't speak on it. But I know I've heard a lot about how it's come up. I have played Cyberpunk, and that now I didn't play it when it released, but now it's a really, really, really good game. I love it. But I heard it was just so glitchy.
That's where I was hoping. Not to cut you off. That's where I was hoping. Starfield was going to be, and it completely flopped.
Yeah,
I was so upset with Starfield because they took a long time making Skyrim, and apparently they took a long time making Starfield. And I thought a lot of their love was going to be in Starfield, and it's not. And it's just empty and boring and no substance. And it's like they put like script into a chat GPT and just said, all right, AI, write it.
They promoted the game more than it was. Know what I mean? Like, they were saying, you can do this and that and that. When in reality, you actually couldn't do that in the game.
But in reality, No Man's Sky already perfected that idea.
Exactly.
So why are you doing that? Like, you can free fly from planet to planet on No Man's Sky, but you can't on Starfield. So make it make sense. They're using a creation engine that was used 15 years ago. Like, they haven't even updated their engine. This is why we haven't gotten Elder Scrolls 6. This is why we haven't gotten, a lot of new
Fallout
games
5.
from them, because they are stuck on this old engine, and they're beat, bro. They have to update. It's either that, or they're just gonna, they've ruined a lot of their reputation.
Yeah, they have. Unfortunately.
Like, yes, they have Fallout and they have Skyrim, and but that's it.
Like yes, those are good games, but we expect more from Bethesda. We expect more. We demand more.
We expect a Fallout 5. We expect the Elder Scrolls 6, but we don't expect waiting 6 years in between release titles. Like, you're not GTA.
Exactly.
You're not Rockstar Games when you drop a game, when it's like this just immersion experience that changes culture. Like GTA changed culture.
It really, really did.
The fact that we're still like intrigued with GTA after so many years is fascinating.
It's insane. It's been 12 years. 12 years since it release date, and people. I just RP'd it the other night. Had a great time.
Yeah, like no matter what you say, it's a good game online and the main story. It's such a big game that I never thought that 6 was ever going to come out.
But G-Man, we say that now it's 2025.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, 12.
That game has aged like literal gold.
You know how many consoles it went across before we got another one?
Everything. It touched everything. I don't even know. What are the sales on that? It's over $1 billion now, right?
On GTA 5?
Yeah, it has to be.
GTA 5 sales.
I mean, geez, they have these sales. They've had these sales for years where you get the game for like $10.
I'm trying to see.
Oh, it's right there.
Wait, right here?
185 million sales is what it's trying to say.
That's total?
That's
I think that's total.
Oh,
that's still insane. That's still insane.
I'm an idiot. I didn't put GTA 5, you dumb shit.
Oh.
Let's see now. Oh, shit.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, 800. 185 million copies, so that is nuts. That is
all right,
wild.
so do 185 million times $60.
That's how much the game was?
Oh, yeah. It was a good 60. 185 million times 60, pretty much.
There you go.
185.
1.8 bill.
What the fuck? It showed me tires. Yep, oh shit. 1 point. Okay, can you give me the answer?
That is like 11.
11? Yeah, 11 billion?
11 bill?
Yeah. Oh, God. They made $11 billion off that game. That's wild.
In a 12-year span.
Yeah, in a 12-year span. It's not like it was 20 or 30 years. It's only been 12. Right. GTA is still fairly new.
That is a culture-setting game.
And then they spent $2 billion on GTA 6.
And that's the thing, though. They need that one to hit big because if we've been waiting this long just for it to flop, that's going to upset a lot of fans.
And they know that. They know this has to be.
Yeah,
good.
they already know. Yeah, that's why they took so much time on it, and they kept it. Honestly, they kept it such on wraps. If it wasn't for that kid hacking, dude, we wouldn't have had. I don't know if we would have gotten that trailer soon, bro. I'm telling you right now, that little kid that hacked Rockstar, that got those leaks out, dude. He pushed the process for sure.
He's in prison now, I think.
I don't know.
Who knows? But yeah, a lot of people think we would have never got that trailer this early if those were leaked.
Yeah, when I seen that, like when they was announcing it, like it's gonna be released this day, I was like, no fucking way.
I didn't believe the leaks at first.
It's this year, guys.
Literally, it's this year.
It's the fall of this year. Yeah. Hopefully, so like September, October.
We went from waiting 12 years to a few more months, literally.
And the reason it's happening this year is because we just got all the new graphics cards and all the new all the CPUs. The new Intel CPUs just came out, and I'm sure that when it drops, I'm sure the PS6 will be announced by then.
Oh, 100%.
I think it's already announced. Like they're trying to release it.
They're gonna release it 2028.
Okay, but they just basically let us know.
Yeah, it's not they didn't make any official announcement, but one of them did kind of say, yeah, it's in development, but we don't know. But then they kind of said it's
I'm
coming out
sure.
2028.
I'm sure GTA 6 is gonna be like what they did with GTA 5, where it's like they have like the enhanced edition
Oh, that's
when
gonna
like
yeah.
the
suck
PS
too.
like all the new technology comes out and they want to utilize it to actually fully like utilize everything in the game.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be like that, dude. Because I know they said that the technologies they have in there is pretty ahead of what we have right now.
It's going to be
So,
crazy.
Mhm.
It's going
I
to be
mean, I'm sure as
wild.
soon as they got their hands on a 5090, they plugged that sucker in and
Yeah.
seen what the heck they were getting, you know? Because that's the latest and greatest right now.
So, switching segues, let's talk about your music.
All right.
So, what made you in your life want to do music? Like, did you just pop up, hey, I'm going to write a song, or,
So
you know?
when I was 4 years old, my dad had a vinyl collection of Elvis records,
Oh,
and
nice.
he'd pop them in and play them, and something just triggered me, man, and I just started singing and dancing, and I don't
Yeah.
know, dude. It just happened, and next thing you know, I'm on stage in Memphis at 4 years old as the youngest Elvis impersonator ever.
Oh, shit. Nice.
With freaking Bruno Mars.
Oh, shit.
Which is hilarious. You can actually look up a video on YouTube of Bruno Mars and a little Elvis thing performing.
And that's
and
you.
and me and him share the youngest Elvis impersonators ever to like get into Memphis and be supported by Elvis Presley Enterprises and the whole 9 yards. That was in 2001. So I don't know, honestly, G man. It's just things just happen, right? So I just became attracted to it. I just ever since my dad started playing the music, I just listened to all of it, and then I just dove headfirst into it. You know, I picked up a guitar, just started playing, sat on the piano, and just started playing piano. I don't know. It's weird when people are like, oh, you know, I guess if you got it, you got it, you know, and.
Yeah.
It just happened like that. It's just natural.
Crazy to see yourself
It's
doing it,
easy. A lot of the things with music for me is very easy. Like I could tell you where a B minor is. I could tell you the relative, you know, minor to like, you know, C major or whatever. I just understand it.
Yeah. You know the art of it. And
Yes.
It's very hard to learn the art of it.
It is very hard, but I think I shouldn't say it's very hard. It's more of less time. Like
That's that's what most things are.
It's taken me 20 plus years to accumulate all of the knowledge that I have with music. You know, so my 4-year-old self couldn't sit down and write a song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, my 4-year-old self was just replicating what I saw and what I heard.
Yeah.
And I did that for a while. You know, until I started learning originality and how to be original and how to really be a musician, not just an artist, but an actual musician where you're understanding chord progressions, you know, my 1, 3, 5 and back and then back to 1, or like, you know, different time signatures that you can set up with songs. I could go really deep with it, but that's where I get really interested into is all that deep aspects of music.
Yeah. Being an artist and being a musician are two different things, in my opinion.
Yeah, like you could be an
You
could be an artist and cover songs and do songs and record songs that other people are writing for you.
Mm-hmm.
But a musician actually composes and produces and does everything.
Yeah, exactly. What was the first song you ever wrote, if you can remember?
Ooh. That would have to be a probably in I want to say 6th grade. It was like some stupid love song, you know, just some stupid stuff.
I feel like we've all wrote a love song.
But I couldn't even record that like at the time, you know. It was like the first thing I actually recorded was like a hip hop song.
Oh wow!
So yeah, that was the first thing that I recorded. And that was in 2012. So
yeah, you have a range of genre that you like to do. You go rock, metal, hip hop. You know, almost at but
I love all types
range.
of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all types of music. I mean, for me, it's all about feeling. If I feel it and it moves a certain way, regardless of what it is, like I could be listening to, fucking Indian music, and if something hits a certain note or just like it just moves me a certain way, I'm gonna, that does something to me. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but it does.
It hits. It hits. It sounds good. Yeah. I have an anime opening playlist. Just anime openings, and they're all Japanese. So, you know, it definitely hits.
There's a lot of Japanese. You know, I love Otto. If you never listen to Otto, listen to Otto. She'll blow your fucking mind off your head. She's absolutely fantastic, and she does all different genres.
That's what I feel like more musicians need to do, is have multiple genres. Because what if one genre... Yeah, that's true. Some of them can't.
A lot, yeah, exactly. A lot of them can't. Like that's where the multi-diverse artists are just, and musicians are just, they're hard to come across, dude. Like, it's hard to be well-rounded around everything. Because you got to kind of get an experience of life with everything, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you got to experience love, loss, trauma. Fear. Like, for you to even come from a genuine standpoint of writing music, you got to have gone through some shit.
Yeah, you got to actually live it.
Yeah.
You have to live it 100%. You can't just be. That's where the like the hip hop and the rap shit and I separate completely. You know, because listen, I could fake write lyrics and make it sound however I want, but is it really genuine to me and my story? No.
Yeah.
That's why the more soulful shit and rock and, you know, blues and and more like R&B-ish, jazz-ish shit is where I'm at, where I can write my story, you know, from someone who's in the hood, they can write their story through hip hop. Yeah. Everyone has their way of getting their story out, you know, but do you want to get your story out? A lot of these rappers or artists nowadays, they're just not talking about anything. The lyrics are terrible. It's just industry plants, and they're dumbing down music. I don't know what's going on, honestly.
Yeah, I just feel like the music industry is just it's not what it used to be. Like back in the day, we had people like Sinatra and Presley, and
the way you felt when you listened to it, like make you want to dance and stuff. Like you don't.
Yeah, exactly. No, not no more. Nowadays, it's most rap nowadays is just getting pussy and making money and doing drugs. Literally, that's all most rap nowadays.
But even the rap in the 80s that was talking about not. Like, they weren't straight up about it. They weren't, like, just like, oh, let me just get some pussy and weed. Like, no, like, they were, like, smooth about it. Like, there was, a gentleman swag about how they came across in their songs.
I know what you mean.
And, you know what I mean? Like, it's
it was more filterish.
Like Snoop Dogg rapping back in the day. He's just smooth with it. Like, the way he just raps is very... It's just different.
It just comes out of him,
dude.
Yeah, it just comes out of him. Different. You don't gotta think or nothing.
And I think technology has ruined a lot of it too, because now you get a lot of it auto-tuned.
Billie Eilish, literally.
You get a lot of this auto-tuned shit but everything's digitized now, so you can't get away from it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Not a lot of people are recording analog. Everyone's recording digitally nowadays, so, and that's just what it is.
They got AI too.
Yeah.
And they got AI. So if a singer can't hit a certain note, they're gonna run it through fucking some type of process that's gonna make it sound great, and
It's not genuine,
everyone's and all the hype beasts are gonna be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, and that's how they make their money.
You'll get nobody's promoting the song.
For me, going to and being backstage with Creed showed me everything I need to know about real musicians and performing at peak level in front of hundreds and thousands of people. Like, they just do it differently,
Yeah.
They just do it differently.
And I feel like
now,
they're abusing stuff too.
Mac Miller did it differently. I love the way Mac Miller did it.
And I feel like he talked bad about himself though.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the way that he did more like the acoustic stuff, but then rapped over it. Not more or less his substance of what he was rapping about. I just liked the more real music part about it that he was trying to bring into his music. I don't know.
He's basically trying instead of like sticking to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean Post Malone, he's all over the place.
No, I respect him because he does a lot. He does every single thing.
He does a lot.
He don't rest.
No, he does not. But he makes great music.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and he could do country. He could do
country. He got 100% do country.
He could do country. He could do a little bit of like alternative rock. He could do. I mean, he was covering some Kurt Cobain shit. So he loves playing guitar. He's talented on playing guitar. He knows what he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
tell me about your band. How'd all y'all meet? Y'all first, how tell us all about y'all.
So my band is Unity. It's named Unity. We are a rock slash metal band, I would say, but
a multi-genre band,
but more or less within that genre of
rock and heavy metal.
I want to say like the 90s, the late 90s rock, right?
The good rock,
the Alice in Chains,
yeah,
Down in a Hole type stuff. So
System of a Down or Disturbed, all great bands, by the way.
Or Metallica,
or Metallica.
Nothing else matters.
Back to
we do
Never
that
Neverland.
song. we love doing that one. We met about, I want to say 9 months ago, or 8 months ago, and it was weird because I just put up I was just trying to get some lessons, to get my playing better for guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up coming across this guy and my boy Chris, and we immediately clicked, dude, and I started singing and he was like, dude, what the fuck? And and then we started just jamming out, and then we started recording. Then we're like, yo, I think we need a drummer.
Yeah.
Cause this is going somewhere.
This is turning into something. Hell yeah.
And so weird how this works. So my barber who does my hair.
Your amazing hair.
The barber who does my hair, he was teaching, he had an apprentice under him that he was teaching how to cut hair. He just happened to be a drummer.
Oh,
and
shit.
And I was in there getting my hair cut, and I was playing some of the tunes that we were working on for my boy John, and his boy comes over and he's like, yo, I heard you're like, you make music or something. I heard singing. Like, is that you? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, dude, he's like, no way. That sounds like so good. He's like, do you guys need like a drummer or something? And I looked at him. I'm like, absolutely. I need a drummer. It was like divine intervention. So we immediately clicked, and then I set up rehearsal dates to see what he had, dude. Because I had to see him rehearse
Yeah.
and see what he had, and I set it up. We got into this nice studio,
Ooh.
and we rocked out for 2 hours, and it was great, dude. And then we made Fly, and we put out Fly, and everyone loved Fly.
Fly is really good.
You love Fly. Everyone loved Fly. It was
Link
such
in the description below.
Yeah, it was such a great response to the song. Everyone was like, "Dude, it's like a mashup between like Creed and whatever." And I don't know. Everyone loved
Yeah.
it. So then we linked together, and we formed Unity, and now we've been trying to get songs done to push out this album that we have. We put out a lot of songs like a month ago on Spotify, but people in the band weren't really happy with certain parts with playing. So
I feel like that happens a lot.
That I had to take everything down, and now we're reworking the album to sound how it should sound.
You want to do it right.
Exactly,
you
man.
You want to do it right.
This
you have to take your time, do it right.
This is a debut album, so we're not signed to a label or anything. I'm independent. We're independent right now, unless once after we drop the album, if someone wants to sign us, then fucking cool. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now, man. So we got like 22, 23 tracks that we're just bumming out on and trying to see which ones are the best ones, and it's very hard. Because everyone has their own opinion and everyone has their own ideas, and it's hard to include that into every song.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're getting there, though. We want to take people on a complete journey, but we don't want to stray too much from the sound of like Fly, because it works so good.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of want to keep in the same vibe.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's like Creed, dude. It's very hard to pick those types. Like, you could make 30 songs and maybe 4 of those songs are hits,
But it's just the fact that you actually put like your heart and soul into it, basically.
These 3.
Oh, it has to be. Like, we have to put our heart and soul into it, because if not, it's not going to sound good.
No, it's not. If you just do it, it's not going to sound genuine.
That's the thing with making real music with real instruments, is that if you don't put your all into it, you will not get the results you want out of it, which is kind of crazy. Like, I could sit on a computer and like, put in my beat maker, whatever, and it's going to sound good every single time.
Yeah.
But if I pick up an instrument, it's going to be different every time I play that chord.
You gotta just, I don't know what the word is. You gotta do it for the art of it. You can't just do it just to do it. You gotta put your all. You gotta give it your all. You gotta just give it every single thing you have. And if you don't, then it's not gonna be successful. It's simply not.
You gotta give you 100%.
100%.
Because when you do give you 100%, people are gonna feel that, and they're gonna be inspired, and I can't tell you the way it makes me feel when people are like, you know what, like, watching you play like just made me pick up a guitar today. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what, dude, that's fucking awesome. That is awesome. If you need help in whatever, dude, you let me know. But that's fucking awesome. That just made my day.
I feel like when we hear stuff like that, it just if we're having a bad day, it lifts us up.
Basically,
And
it's
it
like,
makes our day a whole
we
lot better.
all got to start from somewhere. But if you do something and then people start to notice that, and it makes other people want to do it, whether it's like music, YouTube, Twitch, streaming, like anything, you know that you are doing something like right because people are seeing that and they want to like
Emulate it,
basically.
in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, you become a role model to other people because they want to emulate your success and they want to know how you did it, right?
Yeah.
And the keys to success are very basic.
Yeah, they really are.
You know, a lot of people overcomplicate things, but it's very clean and slate. So
Mhm.
It's just you can't give up. You can't like put something out and be like, okay, I'm gonna wait like a month or so before I do something else. So you gotta stay consistent on it too. Try to set yourself up to a goal to hit every single time.
oh
Yep.
yeah, you could go down a very deep dark path and wander from progress.
Yep.
You know, and I've done that. I've done that with fucking guitar. You know, where my fingers are just not doing what I want them to do, and you know why? I put it down. I take a breath. I pick it up the next day. Holy shit, I get it.
Exactly.
You know, it's just consistency, persistence,
And
and almost putting in your mind, like, you know what, like, fuck you, like, if someone else could do it, I can do it.
Exactly.
Like,
They said the same thing.
If it's not coming to like IQ mathematical problems, then my IQ's not there. Like, then I understand. But
Yeah.
if it comes to where shit I can actually do with my physical hands, like, nah, I could do this.
Yeah. You have to Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit, never mind. I'm sure I'll think of it. But
Yeah, I'll say this to everybody and anyone who's listening to the podcast. Is that patience
mm-hmm.
is the father of learning.
Ooh.
If you are not patient
Good
within
one.
your craft
Yeah.
and what you're doing, you will never learn.
Because people want things like here and now, like for example, like
Yeah, dude.
a podcast,
Yep.
YouTube, anything. Like they want to see views now, they want to see likes now, but you gotta stay patient. Let the right audience come to you. Don't just want any and everybody to like find your stuff. You need the right audience to like find you, put you on, share your stuff. You want that type of audience.
And you can't do it when you want to do it. You gotta do it when you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You gotta do it when you wake up and don't want to get the fuck out of bed and go record. No, you got to do it. You have to. Or if you don't do it, if otherwise, do you really want to do it, or do you just want to do it when you want to do it? Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you don't have that passion.
And
you just get
and
that little
that's-
inspiration.
And that's very hard because
Mhm.
that's also discipline, G-man.
Yeah.
Like there's days everyone's human, so no one's perfect. So like I would hope to say that there's a majority of humans that are striving every day to become a better version of themselves in some way or some capacity. But
Mhm.
then when I see reality,
Yeah.
I do get disappointed, you know,
Yeah,
and I do get
100%.
down, you know, because it's a fucking cruel world, dude. Like,
It's a dog eat dog world.
Oh,
If you
like-
ain't prepared
like-
to eat, then you ain't gonna last.
I'll never forget what my one boy said too. He's like, because he was doing rap music and everything, and he's like, dude, he's like, none of my homies support me with the rap shit, but I'll be on their t-shirt tomorrow if I get shot.
That's true.
And I'm like, bro, and it hit me deep,
That's
bro. And I
true.
got teared up, bro. And I'm like, bro, that's facts.
Yeah,
That's
that-
facts, bro. It's like
mm.
your own people won't support you,
That
but
hit-
if
that
you
hit
died, they're gonna rock your t-shirt out like you were some like neighborhood hero.
They did the same shit with Kobe Bryant. All those guys that talk shit about him, and the moment he
Teammates and
died,
everything.
Kobe was my hero. Motherfucker, you were talking shit about him a year ago. What do you mean he was your hero? Shaq, shut up. You wanted to beat his ass in one game. What do you mean? Like, nah. No, I'm not going to tell Shaq shut up to his face. But shut up, Shaq. No, I love Shaq. But exactly, like when they I feel like it's not even for you. I feel like it's for attention to show. Oh, I'm a good person. Look, I'm supporting this guy's death. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like they don't do it for you. Like say if God forbid one of my boys died, I'm not gonna get a damn shirt with their face on it. I'm just gonna be there and
show your support.
Exactly. Like when our friend passed away, I didn't. It just it hit, but I didn't like do no over the top shit, posting every 24/7 on how much he was. No, I did one post and that was it. Just these people they try to gain from people's death. They try to gain the attention, gain morale, gain stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Which
when
is,
reality,
dude, it's literally the devil in sheep's clothing, bro.
Literally, exactly. You couldn't be more right, I don't think. Unfortunately, yes, it is like that. Okay, segue, real quick.
Yep.
Your piloting history. I would definitely. Would definitely like to know know that, because that blew me out of the water when you told me that. I was like, this motherfucker can fly a plane.
Yes.
Get your ass down to Texas.
Yeah.
But how did that all start?
Oh man. Oh, I got some stories. So I'll
strap in, baby.
I'll tell you how I got into it. And then I'll tell you how I almost died. And then I'll tell you how actually I'll save the last part because they'll just tie it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was like 11 years old, 10 years old, my dad, again, bless his soul, he would bring me to air shows.
Oh, wow.
Freaking air shows,
I've
man.
never been to one of those, but I've seen it.
And I went. He brought me to a. So there was the Blue Angels and there was Thunderbirds, and he brought me to see the Thunderbirds, and it was like, I'm like, I want to be a pilot. It was just immediately like that's what my career. That's what my career is gonna be. I'm gonna be a pilot. So
it sparked you.
It sparked me. So my dad was like. He was like, "Oh, you want to be a pilot, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." He's like, "All right, well, we're gonna see if you could be a pilot.
we're gonna see if this works out."
So he ended up getting me the flight simulator, and he got me like all the books and all the things to study on, and it was probably like 2 years, dude, of just like simulation and learning and whatever. And like now I'm like 13, 14. I'm super into it. I just turned old enough to where I can actually get into a plane and learn how to freaking actually fly. So my dad ended up booking some flight lessons for my first few hours.
How was that when you first heard that you were getting the flight lessons?
Oh, dude, I was ecstatic.
You were lost of words.
I was on cloud 9, dude. If I could, if I could relive that moment and safe through it, no matter what, like, yeah, dude, like sign me up for that every single time.
Yeah, man.
So he books some flights for lessons, and we go up to I flew out of 3 different air parks. So I flew out of Morristown, Miller, and Teterboro.
Oh wow.
And the first one I flew out of was Miller, and the instructor John was amazing, awesome guy. Was tons of prior experience. Was just an awesome dude. I have all this on video, by the way, which is really cool. So we get in the plane. It's a Cessna 172 Sky plane. We get in it. He starts it up. We're going through all the procedures. He's teaching me, whatever. We get up in the air. This thing is like like it's like putting yourself in a cardboard box and flying in the air, and you're just bopping around like
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy, dude. Like it's
Turbulence.
like you're in a car. So we're up in the air, whatever, and the instructor's just like, "All right, take control."
Shit.
I'm like, "What?"
Come
he's
again?
He's like, "You have control of the plane." He's like, "It's your plane." I'm like, "Oh my god." He's like, "All right, I want you to turn to a heading of 50, you know." I would turn to a heading. We'd keep that heading, you know. He'd be like, "All right, I want you to descend at, 800 feet per minute till you hit 5,000 feet, and then turn right of a heading of like 289er." And I'd fucking do it, dude. And he'd be like, and he would be like impressed, and he'd be like, "All right, now we're gonna move on," and then we'd do something else, and it became, we started going up repeatedly, and it started becoming this thing, dude. And I became a good pilot.
Yeah.
And now I'll get to where I almost died.
Yes.
So I'm in like one of my final lessons, and I'm flying, I'm landing. I go around, crosswind, land. I'm doing practice landings for my solo.
Yeah.
So I'm doing I did 15 landings, dude. And on like I think it was my 13th or 14th one. I think it was my 13th one, because I was like, it's always fucking number 13. So I'm coming in, and probably like 150 feet from the runway, I get it's called it's not a jet stream. It's like an air vortex where the air underneath is spinning, and there's no lift to pick up the plane.
Whoa.
So it's called wake turbulence.
Okay.
Very dangerous.
Sounds very dangerous.
And I'm coming in for a fucking landing, and I hit this wake turbulence, dude, and the plane dropped like 100 feet, dude, and just peeled on the runway, and I fucking almost went off. Dude, it was bad. Like it was gnarly. Like it was gnarly. And my dad's literally on the ground watching me. And dude, the plane just dropped like 100 feet. It literally dropped 100 feet.
Yeah.
And I've hit the freaking ground. I mean, nothing crazy happened, but it was insane.
Yeah, I bet it was.
And scared the shit out of me, dude. So
I could see why.
now, fast forward, I'm preparing for my solo flight. Like I'm, taking tests and reading books and whatever on aerodynamics, and I get a notification, and my dad's like, "You wouldn't believe this." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Dude, I think your instructor just died." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah." He sends me the link, and apparently my instructor, who taught me how to fly, was taken off from Teterboro, and the engine failed on takeoff with a student pilot, and he turned back to the runway, and the plane turned over.
Oh, God.
And went head first into the back of a playground of a kindergarten school.
Oh,
and
God.
Killed my instructor and a student pilot. Now, to freak you out further, the plane that they flew in was the solo plane that I was supposed to fly in.
Oh, shit.
So that solo plane was fucking destined for doom.
Yeah.
And not only that, dude, but it was a brand new Cessna that he just got with all glass G1000 GPS panels. Like, it was state of the art. And your boy was excited to fly in that fucking plane, dude.
Yeah.
And after that happened, dude, I never flew again.
I could see how that would scare you. First off, we are really
I
sorry
never
for your
flew
loss,
again.
man. That's hard. And
Oh, dude, it was. I wasn't even like. It wasn't even like an emotional thing. It was like, I think my life was just spared.
that's a good example. I think God had a different plan for you.
Basically, yeah. That, if you think about it,
Not
that
to bring
plane was
religion
meant
into
for
this,
you.
but
Yeah, that was like the plane you was supposed to fly on, just so happened to like crash like right before you were supposed to fly.
No, literally, it was like I think it happened probably a month before my solo.
oh God.
So yeah, dude, and the fucking, it's so sad because like I could send you the article. It's crazy, dude. Like, and me and my dad, I'll never forget, dude. I went over his house and we just sat around the table and we were just like in fucking shock.
Yeah, I would be too.
Like, complete shock, dude. And this guy was the instructor, he was such a nice guy, dude. Like, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy how shit happens like that.
Yeah.
And the student pilot was my age. He was like 15, 16.
Oh, God.
Just getting his pilot's license.
Yeah.
Again, man, we're sorry, man. That's rough, man.
It was wild,
Jeez,
man.
It is wild.
So like you never went back to like trying to be a pilot after that?
No, I went, I got into football in school.
We'll segue into that after this, but go ahead.
I got into football with school. I just focused on grades and football, and I got into varsity as a freshman, and
Damn.
I was a starting safety, and I was really going to do like the whole college football route, and I fucking blasted my shoulder, and that was it. And then just music just kind of just never left me. So
yeah. Excuse me. What drew you to football? Like, why football? Why not baseball or soccer or basketball or track, or what drew you to football?
my next door neighbors growing up were D1 athletes and went to Rutgers, and they were my brothers, and I grew up with them, and they taught me everything. And my boy Nico, you can look up his college tape. He went to the NFL Combine and everything, and his boy RJ Harris made it to the Saints.
Oh, that's
he was
sweet.
a monster. He was a monster, man, and he showed me how to play and how to play good and how to hit and how to be a missile on the field. And we would train every day, and I just loved the toughness about it and the competitiveness, and I loved winning. My high school team, we were the last winning record, and they haven't won since. So,
oh God.
That's got to mean something. I mean, now they got a bunch of fucking softies, but
yeah,
that's how that went.
Okay, no, pretty sweet origin. And back to the music real quick. So when is your next album gonna come out? Or do you know a date yet?
So we don't have a confirmed release date just yet, but we are we are dropping a couple songs from the album, just to get out there
to
before
promote it, basically.
we drop the album. Yeah.
And I mean,
Fly will be on there, obviously, but there's a lot of other songs.
You sent me one.
Yes, I did. Which one did I send you again?
Shapes or
Shade. Oh, yes, that one. Entombed?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Right, yeah, that one's on there too.
So me and you were talking about this last night. So, you had some of your material stolen from you. If am I correct? Can't talk.
Yes. Oh my god. It's like I feel like my resume is just getting a little endless here.
Okay. We don't have to talk about it. We can move on.
So back in 2018, I ran a producing kit website with my boy Blaze. We would drop like sound kits. I was sound designing and producing and doing all that good stuff. In 2020, one of my loops got onto an NBA YoungBoy song called Crossroads. It's on Top, his album Top. It's a platinum record, which made me a platinum producer. But the only downside about it is that it was stolen material, and so I've been in an open lawyer case with Atlantic Records for 3 years. Yeah, so that's where that leaves.
He told me a young boy stole my shit. I went, whoa, young boy. And then he told me, I was like, damn.
And then
bro.
I showed him. I showed G-Man everything.
And he's right. It sounds just like what this untalented fuck stole. So,
oh, it's not just sounds like it is.
It's like it's like
I had
frame by
the
frame.
Yeah, I showed G-Man. I showed you the lawyers and stuff. So
yeah, you showed me all the emails and yeah. So it's not like he's saying this without proof. He showed us he showed us the song. He showed us the email from his lawyers.
I showed G-Man the actual cease and desist letter that they sent to Atlantic Records to tell them to fucking cut their shit and give me my money.
It's just that's really scummy that happened.
Yeah, so they owed me $200,000, 25% royalties, platinum plaque, and the publishing deal.
Man, I hope you get it, man, because you rightfully, you earned that, and the fact that they're living off the spoils while you're not just is not right.
Dude, it's not a fact if I'm hoping that it happened, that I get it. It's just a matter of when I get it. But when I do get it, and when I do accrue that, I'm just gonna. All I want to do is just work with good artists, dude. That's it. Like I don't want to deal with fans. I don't want to deal with people. I just want to be in a dark studio with fantastic equipment, making good music. That's going to inspire people to, maybe not kill themselves that day, or
yeah, exactly,
or maybe like call up their fucking parents, or like maybe call up their brother, or maybe hang out with their friends, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
that's my like goal.
Yeah, it's a pretty good goal. Like, a lot of people just do it for fame and money. That's, like, everybody's goal. But if you have a personal goal, it makes it a lot more real. It feels a lot more real. If you have
you have to understand. Yeah, like, once you accrue fame and stardom, what are you doing then? Like, what do you, like, you gotta ask yourself, like, what do you do? A lot of these people just get mind fucked. And they just...
Yep.
They're like zombies.
Exactly. Yep. And they're being told what to do and all that shit, so... Unfortunately, not fortunately.
Yeah, and their labels are making them make music they probably don't like.
Because they want to make that money
that's
back.
true.
Because they put so much money into the artist, but they, in reality, want that back. So if you're not doing work for them, they're going to cut you off.
100%. Tell the story
or
about that
or they don't get their return, they just fucking collect on your body.
Yep. They will. They're gonna get theirs somehow. They're gonna get what they want somehow.
A lot of Satanists run the music industry, and you don't want to mess with Satanists because they'll literally eat your heart.
Yeah, they'll do human sacrifices and shit.
That's a big one right there, the human sacrifice.
Telling you, I told you a few days ago. Apparently, the number one day for human sacrifices is Halloween. That's when apparently the most human sacrifices happen, and I believe it.
Oh, G-Man, you should see Mount Misery near me on Halloween. There's little fucking girls like witches that go out there and chant and do weird shit.
Oh,
bro.
hell no! Oh,
yeah,
fuck
dude.
that!
Yeah, bro.
No.
It's like the X-Files, homie.
Oh, that would get me. Around fires and shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, dude, and they kill animals and shit.
Oh. This motherfucker's crazy. Damn.
Yeah, dude, I'm in the Pine Barrens, dude.
Oh god.
We got the Jersey Devil, dude. We got some weird shit going on. Bro, honestly, we've had the weirdest shit going on lately. It makes no sense, dude. There's been weird sounds. They've been weird sounds. They've been fucking UFOs in the sky. There's been like, dude, wait till I send you this video, G-Man. You're going to be like, what the fuck is that, bro? No. You're literally going to freak out, dude.
Yeah. Well, majority of the stuff you do send me, I'm like, what the hell?
Like, this makes like, no sense, bro.
Voice crack. Shit. Holy shit.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you this, bro, and you're gonna bug.
But, like I said, I've listened to your music. Your music's great music. You're a great streamer.
Thank you, brother.
It is good music. It like, all three of them. Like, one's a rock, two of them are rock songs. The other one's like it's rock, but it's, I don't know how to...
It's more like Linkin Parky.
Yeah, kind of like that.
It's actually called nu metal, which is weird.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
Bro, I heard that JoJo Siwa made a new genre of music. You don't know what it's called? It's called gay pop.
Oh
apparently
my God.
What she said.
She didn't make any.
Yeah. She's come out saying, I made a big impact.
On what?
On what?
The only reason why people listen to her song is to make fun of her. They're not actually listening to it because it sounds good.
Yeah.
Does she understand that?
I don't think she can understand anything.
Her voice just is annoying.
She all around is just annoying.
She is annoying, bro.
It's like she can't stay relevant to what she was doing when she was younger, so she had to make something else.
Let me see this.
Alright, so tell me what the fuck is that?
Looks like a balloon,
I thought it was a balloon, but it was just doing weird shit, dude.
Oh. What the hell?
And like usually like balloons just keep going up. They don't like stay in one spot, dude. It was just weird.
Transform.
Like look at this, bro. It's like fingers in the sky.
That is so weird. What the hell?
I don't know, dude. It's Jersey for you.
That's New Jersey.
It's just weird stuff that's going on, dude.
Like I said, you have those drones and shit.
And I hate that our phone cameras, like purposely, like, just like
blur
defocus.
It out. Yeah, they blur it all out.
Yeah, it's almost like fuck you. You can't see it.
No evidence.
No evidence at all.
No evidence.
It's too blurry.
Bro,
yeah, a lot of crazy shit's happening. California.
I was seeing orbs literally turn into planes.
Turn into planes? Holy shit!
I'm not even kidding, bro. I know I sound crazy. I know I sound crazy, but yeah, I'm not even kidding. Like it's just weird stuff.
Believe me, that is not the most craziest thing I've heard.
And now you got all these plane crashes happening.
That's true. That's true. That one that happened a few weeks ago that killed everybody on board except for like 2 people.
Only 2 people survived?
I maybe nobody survived. I don't know. I think 2 people survived, but
nobody.
Nobody survived. All right. Jeez.
The one that had hit Philly was a fucking like a missile.
Ooh. And then those 2 planes that collided.
There's a helicopter in the plane.
A helicopter and plane.
Didn't like 3 happen in the span of a week?
Literally, yeah, 3 happened in like all
60,
close together. Like what the hell?
60 people died.
Oh god.
But the interesting thing about the Black Hawk helicopter is that it was named Pat 25. The call sign was Pat 25, which only means from military standpoint that there is a very highly respected individual on that craft.
Oh, shit.
And that just makes me firmly believe that they fucking killed someone that was in high position for a reason.
They will do it. They've proven it multiple times. They will kill you, whoever they are. We don't know who they are. That's the one thing.
I also read some shit that some people were on that plane too. That pretty important.
Jeez.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me. You know,
They're trying to make it seem like, oh, it's an accident or like just something that just happened out of nowhere. Like, nah.
Like, nah, that shit was obviously planned. Like, come on now.
A military aircraft does not crash into a commercial civilian aircraft with no purpose.
No, it doesn't. Like that. Like if you're a pilot and you do that and you're in the military, maybe you shouldn't be a pilot. You know what I mean? Like.
The helicopter was 100 feet below their assigned altitude, and the air traffic controller warned the pilot of the helicopter 3 times to get out of the way.
Jeez. Come on, dude. 3? The fuck? See, that
3 times.
That kind of feels it even more. Know what I mean?
And the voice box recording was the pilot just screaming, "Oh my!" and dying.
Oh God. Jesus.
So it makes me think that their radio communications were hacked.
Jeez, I wouldn't be shocked.
That's where the inside job becomes such an inside job that not even the people that are flying the fucking aircraft are even in on it, dude. And that's sad.
I mean, which makes sense, because why would they want to lose their own lives, honestly?
Exactly. You got dude. Apparently it was hacked. I believe it. I believe it was hacked. I believe it was hacked, dude.
There's that one dude, I believe this man was killed. He came back from Iraq and he was going to expose Obama for like killing a whole bunch of people with drones or some shit. We're not going to get into that, but that's what he said he was going to expose it. His dumbass said it publicly, and so when he got back to the States, he was driving a Tesla electric car, and he crashed and his car exploded. Not once, but twice. Cars don't explode. Well, they do, but the way he crashed, that car should not explode. It should have just really fucked up the front. But it exploded twice. Twice. What?
Yeah, that
Come
Tesla,
on now.
that
And they
Tesla,
got it on video,
that Tesla
too?
stuff is sketchy, dude. I do not trust Teslas.
Bro, the dumbass came out and said he was going to He publicly said it. What are you doing, bro? Wait till you get back to States. Publish it, then say it.
It's like when Michael Jackson came out in public and said he was going after Sony Records.
Tony Montana.
And then
freaking Tony Motella.
And then freaking months later, he's freaking dead. Like,
yep. It's just so corrupt. That they think that's how Biggie and Tupac and Aaliyah and Left Eye. They think they were all killed, and I believe it.
Yeah, dude. Everyone gets killed off for a reason.
If you know too much, they will kill you.
Yeah, because you're making them lose money.
Yeah.
Money and power.
All this Diddy shit.
See, me and Jason talked about that too. Money and power is like one of the main two things. It runs the world basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just think, like, when we leave here, it is nothing.
Nope. It's worth shit. Literally.
It's not worth anything. It's hevel.
Yeah, exactly.
Meaningless, dude.
It's just the music industry used to be so pure. Was it even pure?
No.
Probably not, actually.
No, sadly, it was never pure. It was just, you had just people who just didn't just want to sell their souls.
Yeah. And now you got people selling their souls left and right.
For a little bit of cash, too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, it's not even
like the Hawk Tua girl.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there's no way. Okay, not trying to hate. If you're making money.
Okay, real quick. I'm hating.
Okay, he's hating, but
I hate that bitch.
For certain things. I'm not trying to hate. Like, if you make money, make your money, whatever. But the fact that she came up so fast, that is not normal.
In a week. Well, not in a week. In like 176 days or some shit.
She got that popular. There is a algorithm that pushes this bullshit. And the algorithm is run by fucking the government.
Yep. 100%.
The government pushes all this shit to keep everyone fucking stupid enough that no one can really join together and figure shit out.
Yep, they don't want a society of smart people. They want a society of dumbass people who will
'Cause we
believe whatever they
could
say.
start a revolution to where like we say fuck the government and just do whatever the fuck we want. Honestly,
That's what I thought Texas was going to do.
Well, that's
But-
what was going to happen if Trump wasn't elected.
Mhm.
If Trump was not elected, we would be in a civil war, right?
I think so too. I think really Texas would have been one of the first to be like,
yeah,
fuck
because
this.
you got not only do you have like somebody that you like don't really want in
yeah.
office, but then you got a woman, and a lot of people, more than half the people on this planet, does not want to take orders from a woman. They will literally go to war for that shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. And then you got
Unfortunately, yeah.
what makes it bad is that you can't trust a word that comes out of either one of their mouths. Well, you to an extent.
To understand.
To an extent. I believe probably about 25% of what they say.
Like combined or just like each?
All of every politic, everybody. I believe half of what I hear.
You got to take everything with a grain of salt.
Yep. That's what I tell my homies who are trying to, get out there and stardom and big football player, big musician. I'm like, all right, just don't sell your soul. What do you have at the end of the day? Listen, I know you want to make it, but you got to keep yours. You got to keep your integrity. You got to.
If you rush into it.
Like Cat Williams, it took him 20 years to get him where he's at right now.
But look where that got him though. He's finally made it. He's there.
Yeah.
He can chill.
Like another good example is Jay-Z. How the hell? The only reason why Jay-Z is who he is because Biggie died. If Biggie didn't die, Jay-Z wouldn't be shit. Which is, again, why people think Jay-Z and Diddy had Biggie killed. I think Diddy had Biggie killed. I don't think Jay-Z had anything to do with it. I think he had Ali and Left Eye killed, but we ain't gonna get into that. But yeah,
Diddy got a lot of bodies on his head.
Yep. And like I said, this whole Diddy case is gonna crack open, and we're gonna see so much shit. All of our heroes are gonna be horrible people.
And I think Drake's got X on his head too.
I've been saying that for years. No one fucking believes
been saying
me.
that.
I've been no. They're saying it now. I've been saying that ever since X died. And be like, I bet you Drake got him killed.
Because they did have that beef, and then like a little bit later he died.
Because then Drake ain't Drake a pedo as well? Didn't he have
Drake is a lot of things.
Didn't Drake have sex with Millie Bobby Brown when she was 13 years old? Or
he
some
was
shit?
making remarks.
That's
Drake's literally repping Moloch as his symbol, dude. So just remember that he's literally his owl, the symbol that he rocks is literally Moloch. It's in Bohemian Grove. Look it up, bro. It's literally the Illuminati. It's the Illuminati. That's why he flashes Six God because he's literally praising Satan.
Yeah, that's all of them do.
It's very basic to understand these things.
Like Usher, for example, he got an award, and the first thing he said, I want to thank the devil, or I want to thank Satan. He said that.
I think I know this video.
He said that, what? People don't believe it because why would you say it?
Yeah.
But I'm like, all right, let's take that with a grain of salt, put it in the back of our minds, and see if some shit happens.
It's because Satanisms or Satanists don't believe in karmic retribution. So they put it out in your face because they believe that if they just tell you straight up that you're just going to think it's a joke and that it's okay. They think it's okay. That's their whole thing, dude. That's why they put everything in plain sight. Just to fuck with you.
Yep. They keep it's like they keep that little, it's like money almost. Like they keep it right over you. You're trying to get it, but it's just high enough to where you believe it, but
you don't.
Yeah, but you don't at the same time, exactly.
But now with everything, bro, now we're so deep in the rabbit hole that they don't even care. Dude, did you see Kanye West's fucking girlfriend?
Which one?
Oh, you didn't see it?
I know. What happened?
Okay, continue.
Do you know what I'm talking about, dude? Dude, he got her straight up naked, bro.
You didn't see that?
And the public are taking pictures of this, dude, and it's not public indecency. She's literally has her cooch out, her fucking toddies out, everything, bro. Everything. Naked. She's full MK Ultra, bro.
Look up Bianca Sensory Grammys 2025.
Look that shit up my entire on that.
Dude,
alright. Well, we all know Kanye's been crazy.
Yeah, but nah, this is different type of crazy, dude. She is literally brainwashed. No female would ever do that.
I can't believe it. What the hell?
Yeah, he's looking at it right now.
Ooh, she's kind of... What? She is butt-ass naked! Alright, Kanye, you... Alright, I was starting to like you, too. Alright, well, we know how he treats his women.
Yeah, like objects.
Well, that unfortunately. Unfortunately, there's a lot of men out there who don't see women as women. They see them as things they can control.
You seen the censored part too? That wasn't even uncensored.
Oh yeah, that
has the uncensored part. I seen the whole thing.
Yeah, me too. Her whole for JJ's.
Jesus Christ! Do you know how I can't say it. I can't say it. How embarrassing that would be for her. God.
Humiliating.
Yeah. I can't say it.
But it's not. It's not even just that, dude. It's who's viewing that. Do you know how many kids?
God, that's
just
true.
like
That's true too.
The Grammys. It's the Grammys. Oh, and you're not on.
And
Jesus,
the world is so
Christ.
stupid because it's like, oh, Kanye got kicked out the Grammys because he wasn't invited. Like, no, he was kicked out because his whole fucking girlfriend's.
And his girlfriend was butt ass naked.
Yeah, like, and it's so weird. Jeez. Like, you couldn't even approach her to even say hi.
I'm just looking at this picture and just shock. Like I've seen dumbass.
I've seen Miley Cyrus type shit. All right?
Literally,
I ain't never seen that.
Even Miley Cyrus didn't do that shit, and she's the freakiest of them all.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe she was like, I don't know. You know, all these celebrities who are doing these embarrassing things. I think they're forced. I think the higher powers making them.
Have you heard
the say it. I can't say it. I can't say it. Oh my god.
Humiliating.
Yes.
Say it with me.
That ritual.
Humiliating.
Humiliating.
There you go.
That ritual is just they made John Cena do it. They made fucking.
That's because they put all these guys in dresses and make them fucking weird. Like, come on, man. This is a whole part of the ritual, bro.
It was like, basically, if you don't wear a dress in one of your movies or something like that, you're not getting this role or something like that. And
you're not getting your money.
Talk about that.
Tyler Perry. Oh, excuse me, my bad.
For sure.
That was a sneeze. I promise.
Cat Williams did. Chappelle did. Everyone did.
Bro, Kevin Hart even said, "I'm never gonna wear a dress." What happened?
Oh yeah, he wore a dress.
That motherfucker wore a dress and a wig. Motherfucker, you went 100. You didn't just go 50. You put that wig on.
And some of the people I love too, like Martin Lawrence, he had to do it. He did it more than once. He did it in his own TV show before, like he did the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And then all the stuff about their victims, like Justin Bieber.
Isn't that so weird? It's like, what's up with black guys dressing up as chicks?
That's
how they
basically made us
like
back in the day to get our roles.
Medea, Big Mama. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
like where's the humor in that? Like, really think about that. How is that funny?
It's not. It's just like I said, Medea. That like what?
It's just
like
weird.
where did that even? How did you get that idea?
And he made like 30 movies of that. It's so stupid.
The fact that they drug it out for so long too is crazy. And then he said he was done. And then what did he do like 2 or 3 years later? Made another movie on Netflix. It's like, okay.
He was not
the same
done.
Thing.
He was not done. I haven't watched a Tyler Perry movie actually.
And no one wants to be a part of the movies. That's why they cast him as 8 different characters.
That's why they cast the same people in every single movie almost.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just how it is though. That's why, like, Priz, I used to want to be an actor when I was younger.
I kind of still do.
I would not last in Hollywood.
Basically.
I already hate LA to begin with, but.
So, the work, I don't know if you know anything about the background of, like, actually acting, but the work that you see on screen is not what you think it is.
Yeah.
It's very... It's like a musician.
Basically.
It's like a musician. You're perfecting everything.
Yep.
for the director to be okay with it. So, those scenes that we see in a movie, dude, they might have shot those same scenes like 80 to 100 times, bro.
That's why I be hearing about reshoots.
Like, I was watching one of Elvis's movies, dude, and they were on an 899th take. Do you know how exhausted I'd be from that, bro? I would be like, dude, I can't do this anymore. Like, you're going to have to get someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unfortunately, being an actor, you gotta kind of go with. You have to do what they tell you, and yeah, that's a job. But with acting, it's like 100% more. They make you do extra shit. Like if you like, I know for a fact, in all these sex scenes, they don't tell the actor ahead that there's a sex scene. They tell them like on the day when hey, you gotta get naked in front of the camera and get fucked.
Basically.
Literally, they can't. Back out of it.
Sometimes it's like that, G-Man, but most it's like NDAs because the two people have to be comfortable enough with each other to even do.
Yeah, you gotta do touching and all that stuff. There's a whole process that goes into that.
It's all NDAs.
Well, Priz, we are out of time.
Yeah, man, that was a great podcast.
Yeah, man, I fucking love it. We appreciate you so much for coming on.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good luck with your music career. I'll be along for the ride. DeAndre will be too.
For sure.
And
you got it.
And everybody who's listening, Brandon's music will be linked in the description.
We're gonna link it.
His Twitch
just
will.
In case that doesn't work, we're gonna also just put the name just so they can like copy and paste it.
Yeah.
In case that doesn't work, I know people have a problem with that.
But anybody,
Sweet.
Anyway, this is Jason.
This is Deshaun.
And we hope y'all have a wonderful day and be good people.